Good morning and welcome to the Named User Management webinar. This is Dave with Applied Engineering, and we will begin in 1 minute.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kelly Canas with Applied Engineering, and today we're going to go over basic Autodesk user management. So let's get started here. The key items of what we will be covering today will be basic account management. We're going to go through the All Products and Services menu. The user management menu will go over things such as adding and removing users, assigning products to and between users. We're going to go over the mass bulk import of users function, and we'll end up looking at dashboards and utilization graphs. Towards the end of this presentation, we'll go over Q&A in the chat in the GoToWebinar companion there. So if you have any questions, type them in there, and we can get to those at the end. So we will start by navigating to the Autodesk Management webpage. So I have that open down here. We are going to navigate to manage.autodesk.com. This is where you will manage all of your products, assign users, deactivate users. Everything is done in here. So why don't we take a look at our products and services first. Right now, the license that we'll be looking at will be our Product and Design Manufacturing Collection, 1 seat of subscription single user license. So to manage that, we will go to User Management. This is a complete list of all the users we have under this account. Right now, our primary admin is Justin Haugen, and he's showing as active. As an example, I've added a brand new user, John Doe, to show his status as pending. This will be important for the user to log in when they first activate their product. But what we will do now is invite our first user. This is the basic way to invite a brand new user as just a single user. So we have John Doe. So let's do Jane Doe. So we will go once we have these forms filled out, we will send an invite. Done. This person will now show up in our users list as a pending user. The pending user means that a welcome email was sent out to them at which they would follow the link, set up a password, and confirm their account. At that point in time, they would then show as an active user. So onto more information about the singular user, we would click into the user. Now we are showing Jane Doe as a basic user, email, and we see that she does not have any products assigned to her. This is a good time to go over roles. So now Jane Doe is a user. If we wanted to change her role to a different role, we would do that in here. Back to, let's navigate back here onto roles. there are 3 different roles that a user can have. They will have a primary admin role, as Justin Haugen has, or there will be a secondary admin role. What the secondary admin role can do is to add users, change roles, and assign access to products and cloud services. So this is similar to the primary admin, in which they can do everything a primary admin can, but the primary admin is more focused on the account ownership. So they would handle the financial side, but the secondary admin can do anything else that the primary admin can do. So in order to make Jane a secondary admin, we would select secondary admin and save. We can see that the role was successfully changed, and Jane Doe is now a secondary admin for this account. Moving past roles and just getting into assigning the products to specific users, we would first want to find our product. We have one single user license that is assigned to one of our users. The quickest way to do that, instead of clicking into every one of these, is that we could go into our user management by product. I see that I have one seat of product design and manufacturing collection. So let's view the details on that. I see that Corey Anderson is assigned this seat. From here, I can unassign him from the product and free that seat up. Or if I look into his seat by his user account, I can specifically go into the product and decide which products he would have access to under that license and individually select which ones he needed or did not need. We would then save the changes, or we can remove all items. I will remove all items as an example right now and unassign him from the product. Now Corey will no longer have access to the product, and I see that I have one seat available. If we wanted to switch this product to a different user, such as Jane Doe, I would then go into Jane's account. I would see that I have one seat that's not assigned to Jane, and I would simply assign. Now, when Jane logs into her own manage.autodesk.com, she will have access to download and install all of the products under the manufacturing collection. And that is how we assign a product to a different user. It's as easy as just clicking assigned and unassigned, and it should take place instantaneously. Back to the users menu. When we invited Jane Doe, we manually filled out each one of these categories. Now that can be a little bit cumbersome when we have more users. So there's an option to invite multiple people from either typing it in or from a bigger list. I have 2 examples here, one in a Word document and one in an Excel document. I'll let you take a look at these really quickly here. We have first name, last name, and email address followed with a semicolon. The semicolon is important because it's going to put that break when we copy and paste all of these in there to then add the next user instead of taking all the text in as one. So we can either put them in Word or Excel. Now, I prefer Excel just so I can separate these out, but we still have the semicolon in here between all of the users except for the last one because we're not adding another one. So as an example, let's add these 6 users. So it should be as simple as copying all of these here. Let's minimize these menus. And in our invite multiple attendees list, we should just be able to paste these items in here. So now we have user 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And just to get a little specific here, it added it in as user space 1 and then user 1 at go-applied.com. So to invite all of these new users, we would send invite. And done. So now you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 users we added, all in a new pending status. And that would be the easier way to batch batch add users into your user management account. So the only thing left on our items and agenda here is to look at the basic reporting on the Autodesk account. So we would go to seat usage, and this would let us know what's going on with our seat by the product here. So in the last 3 months, we've had 1 user total. We just switched that user out, so it wouldn't show to more than likely until they actually logged into the product and verified it. And this is just the basic overview of the product and how many machines it's really been installed on. We can expand that out from 3 to 12 months. Just a basic view for your team. Now that seemed pretty simple and that went a little quickly. I believe we could open it up to questions now and take a look at any items you guys have any questions or considerations on.
Kelly, one question
Sure.
that just came in was on the primary admin. Was there a way to change that primary admin from here, or can you have multiple primary admins? Can you expand on that?
I believe there's only one primary admin active at a time, and to my knowledge, you should be able to change. I've been told that you can change that, but the only way that I've been able to make it work is I reach out to Autodesk, or you would reach out to us, and then I could get that changed for you.
Okay. If there are any questions, please add them to the chat box, and we'll get them relayed. It's
most
pretty
definitely.
straightforward.
Yeah, and if there's any questions on anything we've already covered, I can go through the steps again. Again, that was quick. It's pretty snappy. All the changes take over instantaneously. There really is no 12-hour window. They should happen instantly.
That's a great point there, Kelly. So just to reiterate what you just said. So if a customer changes from one user to another user, that user should be active and that license should be available to them, how fast?
Yeah, exactly. It should be, I unchecked that box from Corey Anderson and I checked it for Jane Doe. Corey is no longer assigned to the product, and as long as Jane has an active account, Jane Doe at go-apply.com, and a password, she would then log into her account and it would activate the product in a matter of minutes. It should be instantaneous, and I have seen that behavior helping other customers as well. So okay. I can verify that it should be that quick. Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, I know that's come up quite a few times in conversations with customers. So
yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, we'll see if any other questions come in here.
One thing to note too, we have this tab for classic user management. Some information on that is Autodesk had migrated customer accounts to this newer view that we're looking in, right? So for all user management, even though the classic user management tab is here, you would manage your users by user or by product, and you shouldn't need to manage them in the classic user management anymore. They're different platforms and they work differently. So. I never went over removing a user. I got a little carried away. So just as a quick example, while we're on here, we'll take user 6, for example. Besides just changing roles, potentially resending an invite if they never got an invite, or managing the products, it's as easy as just coming over to this trash can here, clicking remove user, and then deleting. User 6 was successfully removed from Justin Haugen's team of 3604. You should just have one team generically unless you request others from Autodesk. And user 6 should no longer be in our menu. So we have 1, 6 is gone. So
Well, we'll give it 30 more seconds here, see if any more questions roll in, but I think that was great. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I can make it look simple, but we're always here to help out if you're having any issues. So
Yeah, and if there are any further questions that come up after this webinar, feel free to email us at, you can email us at sales@go-applied.com, or you can email Kelly direct as well.
correct, and I've got that right here. Let me, I'll split the screen here so you guys can still see that.
Perfect. All right, well, I don't see any other questions coming in. Thanks for the time, Kelly. Any last thoughts?
Nope. It's like I said, it was really quick. And yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on here today. So
No problem. No, it's as easy as you showed it. If customers, if any of our customers have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We can help you walk through it.
most definitely.
Is there anything else we do? We appreciate you guys stopping by and listening to the webinar today. If there's anything else we can do, let us know. Thanks.
Thank you.